Scorpio, Sagittarius, to your mid-month reading for June. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you. Getting straight into the mid-month over here. Communicative time of the month for you. Going to have a lot of discussions. Be a lot of family outings of this nature. Having destiny coming out. Look at that. So definitely following the destined plan over here. Let's see why. Could also feel like you know you're on the destined plan for some of you. Like this plan I've been making is exactly where I want to be and exactly how I want it to be. So therefore, it's kind of like becoming the path that you've created, and it's going very well. There's a lot of good luck right there. Okay, let's see what's going on using the wisdom. Something intellectual going on. It could be some kind of conversation. There's a lot of planning, a lot of studies going on at the mid-month. Could even be enrolling in college for some of you, or graduating college, however it is. But there's definitely something intellectually going on within you as you're looking at a bigger picture going on, having rest and rejuvenation. So there is a lot of rest and rejuvenation going on within yourself in the mid-month. So really, participate in taking that extra rest, guys, right, when needed. Don't overwork yourself. It'll actually bring in the wisdom to help, I don't know, gather information is really what I'm hearing, to keep continuing to move where your destined path is. So if you feel kind of overwhelmed by people, maybe even some people are being a little too overexcited about a situation, or there could be even maybe a little drama coming. I don't know why, but, and maybe you just want to kind of take a step back out of the situation. So I do feel there's a little drama somewhere coming through. With the transformation over here, but it is definitely going to help you transform into staying on the path. So it's kind of crazy because it's like a transformation of saying, I know I'm on the path, but this transformation is still continuing to push you, right? So as you're resting and rejuvenating, all it's doing is pushing you into a bigger butterfly effect, letting go of anything that's kind of holding you back or getting into your head over I don't know, I'm going to say draining you. I feel kind of a drain. It can definitely be a person, but whatever the situation is, it's going to help you transform to let go of that so you can continue where you need to be with a positive movement forward coming out of the wisdom over here. It's saying, yes, because the more that the knowledge that I'm gaining, whether it's from an outside source or through myself, as I'm looking through a bigger picture, it's going to give me a more positive movement forward. I do see a lot of traveling, going out and having fun though too. So you guys might be going to the lake, doing things like that, wanting to travel, go on vacation, and just working those plans through. Okay. Conflict and defeat with the rest of there's that. There it is. Not wanting to deal with anyone's drama. I don't want any connections that has anything to do with conflict at this time. So really taking yourself a step back out of anything that's going to overwhelm you guys is going to be the biggest thing, especially if it's in any kind of social circle. Maybe it's even coworkers who are, trying to knock that door down, and you just don't have time for it. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of patience is going to come out of this month. So I do see your patience doing very well as you're really connecting and really wanting to connect to more powerful, exciting people and situations. Your hobbies might even be going crazy with, creativity, as we see all the blue over here within the creativity of the rest and rejuvenation. So a lot of your rest and rejuvenation could just be the hobbies that you're doing. You know what? I'm going to rest, relax, play my guitar, paint, do whatever it is I want to do. Maybe go to the gym. Maybe that's a good thing. Work out. But it's kind of like doing what I want to do. Okay, so being at service for you, you might have this beautiful Capricorn or a Virgo. This is a Capricorn Virgo card coming out. It could be a Taurus, could be anyone, but I do see them being more at service for you. So they could be definitely kind of feeding the brain over here through the wisdom. You might actually be learning something that is very helpful and useful along the way this month, as they're actually, giving this out. So they might be catching interest saying, hey, you know what, but I know this. And you're like, huh, what? So could be from the lowest thing of, I know a beach that is not as, packed with people. I have this perfect spot, right? It could be something just that little. And you're like, wow, really? Over there on that side of the cove? You know what I mean? So it could just be something tiny. It doesn't always have to be something huge. We always have to remember this. Bringing in this strength and the courage. So the more that you're resting, the more you are encouraging yourself to kind of get revitalized over here with the strength and the courage. And the strength and the courage is just kind of that buildup of power within yourself. It's the vitalization that we're seeing. It's kind of like that power up, right? So it's kind of like I'm getting all my power back. Like I needed that downtime. With the moon over here, something is very illuminated within the situation. Could be romance, that creativity sector within yourself. But it's definitely inspiring some kind of growth with the transformation, and it could be just within a fun atmosphere or something just that you really needed to connect to. Ooh, I like that. Positive movement forward with no toxicity, because you're aware that whatever was holding you back, where you don't want the conflict and the defeat over here, whether it's just a situation or somebody trying to, cause havoc, you are aware of the situation, but it's allowing you to have a better positive movement forward, because you're, like I said, you're telling them, no, not today, Satan, right? I'm not going to even play there. Right, because it's more of a confusion of what they're doing or what the situation is that you want to keep it away of. So you're aware of the toxicity of the confusion, right? If they want to confuse you, if they wanted to say, hey, you know what, I wanted to go with you, and then all of a sudden they made plans somewhere else, it could be very confusing, but you could see it also as kind of a chaos move, a chaotic move, because maybe you already paid for them to go or something of this nature, but you're just letting it go over here. And you're saying, no, I'm not going to do that or listen to any gossip or anything that you have to say today. So, yeah, definitely gossip, and maybe you're aware, that they're just, being irresponsible about the situation. But you're saying, I'm not going to guard myself, though, about the situation, because actually guarding myself is not the proper way to always do something. It's just I'm ignoring you. So you're saying, no, I'm not going to ground this. I'm just, I'm not going to ground this or make a barrier against you. I'm just going to walk away. And because you're very patient right now. So where you have the patience, it brings in the extra thought, right? Because you're not allowing any kind of chaos, confusion, or anything to go on. So it's just, you go do what you want to do. That's fine with you. But don't get into my head. Because I'm not going to go there with you. So if you want to be negative and you want to do this or do whatever you do, you go do what you want. And that's where the awareness is really coming through, that it's not going to affect you at all during the mid-month, because you're just feeling too powerful within the situation and really, making new headway towards what it is you want to do, whatever your destiny is. Like I said, your destiny could, at this time, could just be going on a little vacation. Or, having family gatherings or whatever it is, my friends, that you are doing. But the world over here is a really good thing, though, because the world is saying, yeah, I have my undertakings. I know the final goal, which I'm doing. And, this brings in a lot of completion and conclusion to the situation. So pretty much anything that they're trying to start this month, you have made a conclusion to it. Nope, I'm done with that. All done. Talk to you when I get back. Talk to you at the end of the month. You know what I mean? Because we're not doing that. Okay, so having a really, I consider this reading kind of headstrong. When I see the wisdom and the strength together, it's this headstrong, I'm doing what I need to do. But don't worry, I'm not going to push I'm not building boundaries. You can push all you want, but it's not going to do anything to me, because I've made a conclusion. I've made my mind up. That this is just not where it's going to be. Oh, very nice. So, yes. So at least we can kind of see where I was seeing the discussion. The discussion is, no, not going to happen. You do what you want. So I love it. Okay? So have fun in the mid-month. It looks great. And until next time, my friends, peace and love. Bye-bye.